Hello, my name is Jamie Irvin. I'm the host of the Heavy Duty Parts Report. You can find all of our content at heavydutypartsreport.com. You're watching a video series called How to Sell More Parts, and we're really digging into all the issues related to running a parts business and how to overcome some of these big challenges. If you have not seen the other videos in this series, go over to heavydutypartsreport.com in the video section or our YouTube channel, and you can get caught up. This is video 9, and now we turn our attention to the accounts department. Every business has a sales prevention department. It isn't always the account department, but oftentimes they play a big role. Now, let me lay out a scenario for you, and maybe you can relate. So as a sales account manager, my job is to sell more parts. And then all of a sudden, I would get a nasty phone call from a customer saying that they got put on hold and they are mad because they need parts and they've got trucks that have to go today. Now, my knee-jerk reaction often would be that, hey man, pay your bill, right? That would be the first thought that would go through my head. But as I got more years of experience, I would find that the issue often was more related to the company that I represented failing to process returns in a timely fashion. So the customer would buy a lot of parts and then they would have core returns, they would have some warranties, they would have some goods returns, and they would return those parts, and then the credits wouldn't come in a timely fashion. So businesses are running on basically net 30, and the customer rightfully would expect that what was bought in that month would be paid for the next month, but the returns would be processed in a timely fashion so that they wouldn't have to pay money out of pocket for things that they didn't really owe. Really, the company I represented owed them because the returns hadn't been done. The accounts department didn't often seem to care. They just ran on, look, you're over 30 days, it's now maybe 60, and you haven't paid your bill, and we're just going to shut you down. And then they would do all kinds of weird things like send nasty emails or be kind of gruff with the customer on the phone when the customer was trying to resolve it. I had one situation that was so extreme, the customer had run into some financial issues and was openly communicating and trying to work with the accounts department. The accounts department said, yes, if you pay, back what you owe us within this time frame, we will waive all the penalties and fees. Once they got their money, they stuck the penalties and fees to them almost in a vindictive way. So your accounts department can be the problem, and they can be a big part of the sales prevention department. And we want to try to minimize that as much as possible. Sales account managers, communicate with your account managers. Account managers, communicate with your finance department. Make sure that everyone is in the loop as to what is going on. Communication is the antidote to this problem. And if the communication runs in a full circle with all the players involved and everybody knows what's going on, then you can eliminate or at least reduce this issue, which does affect sales. That is a guarantee. If the customer gets upset, they get tired of this kind of like merry-go-round that they're on, they'll just go to somewhere else where it's easier to do business with them. So keep that in mind. And to the accounts people, we get it. You're chasing money all day, and there's some slippery characters out there who are just looking to take advantage. And so it's understandable why, and at times, you're just frustrated and you just pay your bill. But make sure you're taking into consideration the entire story, because if the company you represent is not doing their job, it's not the customer's fault. It is not the customer's responsibility. It is our responsibility to make sure that these things are taken care of. My name is Jamie Irvin. I'm the host of the Heavy Duty Parts Report. You can find all of our content at heavydutypartsreport.com. While you're there, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to check out other videos from this series, go to the video section or our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.
You can watch our next video, and don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel.